Hi, I'm Rose Regier, and this is Your Real Work. Welcome to Your Real Work, episode 10. Today on the show, my best friend Jen, who is pretty handy with a drill and a hammer.
Everybody always just thought I should do art because I was a good artist.
Yeah.
I had like a natural ability to, paint and like do realism kind of stuff. So it was something I was always good at. There was also, my dad was like a designer builder. And so it seemed like maybe architecture was the more financially stable option that was still artistic. If I have to do art to make a living, that's probably going to make it not very fun. And I was trying to be like financially responsible and make sense that like I wanted to have a career that was going to pay me something. And I knew that if I went down that road of being an artist, that was likely going to be really hard. And I didn't want art to be hard because it was something that I really enjoyed just doing. So that was sort of the decision for me. So I went down that path of going into the Faculty of Architecture. I loved working on the projects. I love the friends that I made. Like I made a few really good friends there. I liked the culture. I liked staying up late at night or staying up all night or staying up for 48 hours or, I liked that, but it was exhausting. And I found that I was noticing when I was with my friends outside of school that I had from high school, that I was like a really like judgmental person because in that faculty, like there's so much, everybody's got an opinion and, you have to have a certain kind of taste to be sort of accepted. I think people kind of refer to those years of my life as like the angry Jen years. I got a job at like a framing store, like Pictures, Frames, and More, I think is where I started working. And I was, it's fun. It was with art. The person in charge there was like, they were just into micromanaging and like, if you didn't have a 15-minute break, then, whatever, clock watching, stupid stuff like that. So I wanted to get out of that job. And my friend Leanne Muir, who's also in the design community, she's in landscape architecture. She was leaving a job that she was at an architectural firm. I really enjoyed going to work every day and it was fun and it was not too big. It wasn't too crazy. And okay, now I've got a job doing what I went to school for. Perfect. Things are going really well. When you get hired as a junior designer and they're going to invest time in you, they kind of expect for you to go back and get your master's and then bring business to the business, which I was not on that. I was not going back. I did not want to go back to school after I graduated. I was not into going to my master's. So I was sort of stuck a little bit. And then it was at that point where my dad needed help with some drawings for a different project. And so we were doing this on the side. And then he was like, I'm going to need a lot of drawings. So if you really need to get out of this situation, I could probably employ you full time doing these drawings and you can look for other work in the meantime. With that first job, it was a lot of painting, a lot of putting together the pieces of millwork that we built. And then the next project, which became clear that if I learned a little more, we could just work together. And my dad and I really liked working together. We had lunch together every day. We got to hang out. And I always had that feeling that I was only doing it because my dad was letting me do it.
Make sure you come back for part 2 next week where Jen talks about how she started to gain confidence in her skills. We have a special guest book recommender today. See if you can guess who it is.
I'm Brett Michael Spear. Don't laugh at me. My book recommendation is The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. I've struggled in my youth and in school figuring out the questions, who am I and what do I want to do? This book is one that really stuck with me. The message is one about self-discovery and spirituality, and it's very accessible. It can be read within 24 hours. So in my multiple readings, I've found a lot of wisdom and inspiration, and it's something that I would definitely recommend to anybody who struggles with those same questions.